watch. I think it would be good
Actually,
comedy for them.
I think that yelling at each other about who distrusted them first while we beat them, while we attempt to beat them, would be a lot of fun.
We are
That would be
live.
pretty funny. Hello and welcome to the Dungeons and Debuckles podcast. I am your host and dungeon master, Kevin. Going around the table, Blake.
Hi, I'm Blake, and I'll be playing Juliet, the Dragonborn Eldritch Knight / Wizard.
And Hannah.
I'm Hannah, and I'll be playing Talia, the human rogue.
And John.
Hello. I play Lunadas, Elven Monk. I have a kitten. He is probably going to cause me some pain today because that's how he do.
Because they've got razor blades on the ends of their fingers.
They really
Tiny,
do.
tiny
Actually, they're
razor
more like
blades.
needles, curved fish hooks. He is pain when he wants to get in this chair. And I'm already in it.
And Shane.
That's me playing Alexander, the human bard.
All right. Anna will not be joining us today unless she jumps in at some point. So we'll try not to kill her. So last time on Dungeons and Debuckles podcast, you found these red ribbons hanging from trees in the woods, and after a while, you found 3 young elven maids hiding in the bushes. Talia and John went to talk to them and led them back to the party. They seemed to be starving and thirsty and exhausted from at least a month in the Feywild, as they were searching for their brother Jessup, who was an elf on his adulthood ritual in the Feywild. After some travel to the south in the Feywild, as you are looking for an alternative path across the gap back to the pool that takes you back to the prime material, basically so you could avoid the Sprite Village, you came across a cave. The 3 elven maids went inside the cave.
That sounds like the start of a song.
By Led Zeppelin.
No, I was thinking more of like one of those old folk tunes. They were carrying wheels of cheese. Well, one had a wheel of cheese, one had a bucket of milk, the other one was a whore. I don't know.
Yeah, that was Stacy.
No, Stacy's mom.
So you follow them inside the cave here, where you look around and you think something's off, and I think basically I can't remember who it was like Vicalia was like, okay, things aren't adding up. The 3 elven maids protested for a while until they got bored and then revealed themselves as hags, and that is where you are now. So I am going to bring the initiative tracker up. Hold on, let me clear it out. All right, now you can add yourself. All right, so as everybody's adding yourself into the initiative, you look around inside this cave, and it appears to be probably almost circular, 50 feet by 50 feet. There's this dusty, moldy, earthy smell inside here, but you also smell like rotting corpse. As you look at the 3 elven maids who have changed themselves, you'll notice that the one who called herself Stacy, she's in basically these torn black rags, and as you see her transform, her skin's kind of like this grayish, whitish complexion that kind of looks like it's kind of like moist, like a frog's. She has these her arms have now elongated, and she has these talons at the end of her fingers. And then you look at Chastity and Prudence, And they're basically in the same kind of dresses that they were before, but you've noticed now that they have much the same features as Stacy, except for their skin is this grayish green tone. All right. Okay, so Juliet, you are up first. What do you want to do?
All right, Juliet is gonna. We know that these people are hags, so Juliet is gonna back off near these bodies and fire a magic missile at Prudence.
Okay.
It's 8 force damage to her. And that will end Juliet's turn.
As she screams out, "Ah!" Alexander, you're up.
That's me. I am going to yell at the hag at the top and say, "You're uglier than you were before," and use vicious mockery. I believe she rolls a will save. I want to say. I'm looking up right now. But if you want to go and roll the d20, and then it's a spell save of DC, but I need to figure out what she's rolling because it's not in my spells for some awkward reason.
It should just be your spell DC.
Wisdom
That
saving
would
throw.
be 8 plus proficiency
Yeah, I
plus
know
your
my
charisma mod.
Yeah, I know my spell save DC, which is 15, but she needs to roll a wisdom saving throw on whether it takes effect or
Your
not.
charisma mod is 4? Damn.
I'm pretty good.
She rolled a 14, so she fails.
Okay, she takes 1d4 psychic damage, and she has disadvantage on her next attack roll.
Okay, so roll the damage.
Two.
What a hero.
And then with that, I will take one step back and hide behind Luno and pass my turn.
You get the feeling that you really hurt her feelings. She's got this look of like disappointment on her face.
From now on, it's vicious mockery, and you always have to make a fish pun. Vicious.
All right.
Fish.
Is that it for you?
Yeah, that'll be my turn. Pass.
Okay. Stacy is going to back up. Vicalia will get an attack of opportunity on that if you want to
Sure thing.
roll that, Blake.
A 21 to hit.
That hits.
Be for 9 slashing damage.
All right. So she backs up. And she is
backed up a lot.
She is going to cast Entangle. So I'm going to need... Stand by.
Saving throws of some kind.
Yeah, I'm going to need saving throws. This is... I'm sorry, I'm looking it up real quick. All right. I'm going to need a strength saving throw from Luno, Alexander, Talia, Nifron, Vicalia, and Chastity.
Not my strongest thing. I got a 12.
7 for Vicalia.
19.
13.
Hold on, let me do Chastity.
Cassidy, you whore.
She fails. So did anybody get above a 15?
I did.
Talia did.
Okay.
I don't think anybody else did.
Everyone else is restrained. Until the spell ends, a creature restrained by plants can use its action to make a strength check against your spells. The spell save DC. On success, you'll free yourself, or you can also attack if there's something near you. But basically, you can't move. Let's see. Next up is Luna.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out the boots of speed or the boots of speed. Yes. Do they just give me an extra attack or an extra action?
They give you an extra action.
Okay, excellent. So I am going to click my heels together, and I am going to.
Well, no, hold on just a second. I think that's an extra
Wait.
attack, isn't it? Hold on. What does haste do?
Yeah, if it's a haste spell, it's just a single extra attack.
Double your walking speed. Opportunity attack has disadvantage.
Choose a willing creature within your until the spell ends. The target speed is doubled. Gain +2 to AC. Has advantage on dexterity saving throws and gains an additional action on each one of his turns. That action can only be used to take the attack, one weapon attack only, dash, disengage, hide, or use an object action.
Okay. All right. So what I can do is I can click my heels together. Gain my +2 to AC. For whatever good that'll do against witches. All right. Now I'm going to use my booty action to use my wand of magic missiles against Stacy. Which means I need my character sheet back up, and where's okay, that was all right. I'm going to use 5 of the 6 slots. I think that means that I get 3 darts plus 5 more.
That'd be an extra Darta level.
Okay, so 4 more. So 7. Okay, so boot thing is 23 points magic missile damage against Stacy. Pew pew pew.
Ouch.
All right, and now I'm going to use my regular action, not given by the boots, to do another strength save to try and get out of there.
Okay.
9. Damn it.
Nope.
Okay, and since I'm restrained, I can't move at all, right?
Correct.
Okay, so that means that I am done with my turn.
Yeah, you've got
I hate you so much, Stacey.
These vines have come up from the ground and wrap themselves around your legs and waist.
Kinky. And I cannot believe you thought you distrusted them first, Juliet. I saw them first, so I distrusted them first.
Uh-huh.
And I'm done with my turn.
Yo, I saw them first. I distrusted
Okay, you saw them first. I saw them before Juliet, so I distrusted them before Juliet. That's how this works.
Right. Whatever
Chastity
you say, whatever helps you
says,
sleep.
would you stop y'all bickering? This is so boring.
You're boring, whore.
Your face is boring.
Wait,
Not
were you
you,
saying that to
Luno.
her?
Chastity. Yeah, you're
Okay.
fine.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
Luna's face is pretty boring.
So hurtful, little girl. I will show
You ain't seen
pain.
nothing yet. Wait until she gets behind you and starts stabbing you to death. Whore.
She is going to since she's right beside Vic, she's not going to try to move. She's just going to attack Vicalia.
Attacks against her have advantage because Vicala is restrained, just so you know.
The first attack is a 21.
That'll hit.
And the second one is a crit.
All right, that'll definitely hit.
So the first one is going to do 15 points of piercing damage.
One thing before, because Vikala has adamantine plate armor, she is immune to critical hits.
Okay. Good to know. But that's 15 points of piercing damage plus 9 points of poison damage.
All right.
For the first hit. And the second hit is 24 points of damage, piercing. And another 6 points of poison damage.
All right.
All right. Next up is Talia.
So Talia made her strength saving throw somehow. I'm not going to question
wiry.
how. Right. So she's going to come up here to this side of Chastity and use her rapier. It's a 25.
That definitely hits, and you get advantage because she is restrained.
Yep. Sneak attack. And then an offhand. It's a 24.
That hits.
For 19, 31. Am I mathing that right? Yeah, 31 damage.
Nice.
All told. Not on
Yeah,
just
total.
the one offhand.
Total. Yeah, not just the one offhand. That would be an amazing offhand. No, all told, 31 damage.
All right, so this entangle spell pops up around everybody, and as the vines reach up to grab Talia's legs, she definitely does like this high kick out of the way and rolls out into this area where there's no vines, and then rolls behind Chastity and stabs her in the back. That's a lot of damage.
It's fantastic.
Well,
All
she
right.
stabbed her really deep, and then she poked her.
Next up is Prudence. Prudence is going to attack Vic. That is a 23 and a 12.
All right, 23 hits.
That'll be for 12 points of piercing damage and 3 points of poison damage.
All right.
Next up is Vic.
All right, Vikala is going to make a strength check to try and escape this bramble, briar, whatever the hell's holding her down. A 20 total. I assume that passes.
Yep, that does it. As she tears away from these vines.
Vikala is going to step out of that area of effect, and that is her action. So as a bonus action, she is going to cast bonus action. Why are her spells all expanded out? What is this? She is going to cast Spiritual Weapon.
All right.
And we'll just put it right down, right down where she was, right between Prudence and
That's
Chastity.
like the worst place.
I don't know. Does she have like an item that she can drop down? Because I don't have one. Oh, thank you.
I just put it on the map.
Okay. And that is it for Vikala.
All right. Next up is Juliet.
All right, Juliet's going to fire another magic missile at Prudence. I'm with a second level spell slot. will be for 15 force damage on Prudence.
All right.
And that ends Juliet's turn.
Alexander, you're up.
That's me. I will yell at Stacy and say, "These brambles have the same texture as your face," and use vicious mockery. And that beats.
Hold on. No, that was a initiative roll. Hold on, I got to roll it a save for her.
Exciting.
I forgot to put Nifron in the initiative. What was that? A wisdom save?
Correct.
22.
That'll do it. And with that, I can't move. Don't really have any bonus action things I can really do. So with that, I will pass my turn.
All right. I forgot to put Nifron in the initiative, so I'm going to have him going after you.
Reasonable. And I forgot to, I'm bad at reading, so I forgot I didn't read that. The spell's damage for Vicious Mockery goes up to 2d4 past 5th level. So
Okay,
just
roll
a...
another
Oh. 4 damage. And I believe
Nice.
I did it on Prudence before.
Right.
And you can go and take that symbol off her since she already had the effect done.
Yeah, because that ends at the end of your turn, right?
Yeah, after her next attack. It's only the first attack that gets disadvantage.
Okay. All right, so Nifron is going to try to get out of these vines. And that's a crit. He is able to make it out, so he is going to move. Six. Okay, he could make it there. And he's going to attack Prudence. It's a 16, a 13, and an 18. So 2 of those are going to hit for 11 and 8 points of damage. So that's 19 plus sneak attack is an 8. So 27 points of damage.
Talia did better.
She did. Next up is Stacy. Stacy, what are you going to do? All right, she is going to cast Phantasmal Killer at Juliet.
I will counterspell that.
Okay.
I don't know what level that spell that is.
It's 4th level. So
All right,
you
so
got
I
to
have
roll.
to make a check.
It could be
DC
an
equals
11.
10 plus the spell's level, and I need to make an ability check using my spellcasting ability. Okay, so I have to use my intelligence
so you need
here.
A 14.
Yep.
Yeah, so you need a 14.
A 21. That shit out of here.
All right, so that didn't happen. So she is going to use a legendary action. And she is going to Move over here to Nifron and attack him. So 13 and 13, both of those are going to miss. Luno, you're up.
Okay. Now I have used up my magic wand. I mean, there's still a spell slot, but I don't want to risk it disintegrating. So I'm just going to go ahead and use my first action to try and escape. And here's hoping.
Nope.
And hold on, I have, where is it? Lucky Charm. Once per day, I can add D6 to a roll.
All right.
5 more. 19.
So that's 19. That's a success.
Escaped. I'm going to run over here, and I'm going to use my other action to punch the ever-loving fuck out of Prudence. Staff. And a sticker. With my stick. All right.
Very
first
subtle.
Attack. 23.
That'll hit.
For 10 damage. And the other attack that comes... Do I get another attack from that? I don't know how these...
You would get your bonus attack.
I don't get my bonus, but because I'm level whatever, I get 2 attacks when I use my extra 2 attack.
Okay.
So 22 for 11 more damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to go ahead and use a chi point to turn that into a stunning strike. So I could have sworn out there. She needs to pass a DC 14 Constitution save.
It's a 23.
Okay. So she is not stunned. And that is it for Luna's turn.
All right. Next up is Chastity. Who is...
Finally remembered I had my magic charm. My lucky charm.
She is going to turn and attack Talia. Say 16 and a crit fail.
Neither hit.
All right. That is target taunts you. If you attack any target before the end of your next turn, you will take 1d10 damage. So she's focused on you now.
Oh, yay. Just what I wanted.
Talia, you're up.
Okay, quick question. If I were to move here, do I have to save against the entangle again?
If you end your turn there, I believe, or you start your turn there, yeah. Or hold on just a second. Let me look it up.
Okay. I just want to get myself advantage, but if I have to move and then move again, that's fine.
You've already got advantage. She's restrained.
Oh, she's restrained. Right. Oh, never mind then. What am I thinking? All right. Rapier again. It's 24.
That hits.
Sneak attack. Oh my god.
Hooah!
And then offhand. It's a 16.
Sneak attack is
That
46.
It is when you're level 7.
Yeah, when you're level 7, it's 46. So that's math is hard. 27 damage.
Also, entangle only entangles on that first round. After that, it's just difficult terrain.
Is it?
According to the 5th edition, according to Roll20. It can no longer restrain after that first cast. It just makes it difficult terrain after that. I mean, they stay restrained, but they don't have to. You don't have to worry about becoming restrained.
Yeah,
you're right.
The brambles aren't alive.
All right, good to know. Anything else you want to do, Talia?
I apologize. I wasn't prepared for a question. I no, because I use.
Is that a question?
Actions. It is a question. I think I'm good. I think I'm gonna stay here and just kind of mock her. Like, come on, you can do better than that. I'm bad at mocking, apparently.
You don't know me.
You're only 12.
All right,
Although you have
next
been
up
living on the
is,
streets.
Prudence, who is going to attack Luno. That is a 17 and 11. Both of those miss.
Yep.
Vic, you're up.
All right, so Vikala is going to attack Chastity. We'll do the bonus action, the spiritual weapon first. Get that out of the way, and then we'll do Vikala's regular attacks. And this is at advantage, so a 15 to hit.
That's going to miss.
All right, and then Vikala goes with her long sword here. 2 attacks. Does she have? Oh, here we go.
Hold on just a second. How would the spiritual weapon have advantage?
What do you mean? How does it have advantage? She's restrained.
Oh,
Chastity.
Oh, that's right. Never mind.
Okay, so Vikala is going to make her 2 attacks against Chastity as well. First one is a natural 20.
Yep, that hits.
And she's also going to spend a 2nd level spell slot to Divine Smite that for 3d8, which is also doubled.
Ouch.
Plus she gets her necrotic damage.
No, she's using. I made her use her longsword, not her greatsword. That roll damage or not? There we go.
14 on
Alright,
sword.
so
And then wow.
that is a lot of radiant damage.
Now is she using the longsword? Shit. Is she using the
longsword plus 2?
longsword? Yeah, is she using it one-handed or two-handed?
One-handed. That's why it's a d8.
Okay.
She has the shield in the other hand.
47 total damage. Wow.
47 damage, yeah. And that's the first attack. We'll go to the second attack.
Where did she get a shield?
She's always had a shield. It's from her starting equipment. She's just never used it because I'm not sure why she's never used it. She has a light crossbow there too.
Greatsword.
Yeah, she had a greatsword, but
so that's a total of 33 points of damage.
No, that is a total of 47.
47 for the first attack.
Oh my god. All right. So don't worry about the second attack.
Okay.
As she like cleaves this hag basically in half. So she like comes down and hits like right in the side of the neck and basically like cuts a diagonal all the way through. So like half of the hag's body just like slides off of itself.
I knew Vikala had those crits in her.
That was nasty.
She's going to make her second attack at Prudence, which, because Alunadas is flanking, she has advantage. I guess that one I don't know why that one rolled normally, but it also rolled a critical hit.
Okay.
So she is going to spend her last 2nd level spell slot to make that a Divine Smite. Let's do it all over again.
Damn. 54.
54 damage. Jesus fucking Christ. Why don't I play a paladin? This makes me feel so jealous and inadequate.
You can make sparklies with your fingers. So
what's it look like when you kill this one?
Vikala winds up and kind of, I guess she kind of just cleaves through one arm, and then the holy energy in her sword lulls Spider-Man powers force it through the rest of her torso, and it comes out the other side in a nasty looking cut. And maybe there are spiders involved. I don't know.
Yeah, rub some dirt on it. It'll be fine.
Okay.
And I think that is all Vikala can do.
Oh, she can move.
She can
but-
move. Yeah, I guess she'll move over here.
No, not there.
And that'll end her turn.
Okay.
Why does Vic only have 41 health?
Because she got hit for over 50 damage
Mm.
in like
Yeah.
turn 1.
Okay, that's right. Yeah,
Yeah, it's
okay.
pretty strong.
All right. So as a legendary action,
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
She pissed?
you're going to see her say these words and then motion her hands up from this this cave floor, and you're going to see 2 animated puddles of mud appear from this moisture in the cave floor and start moving towards Vic.
All right, so consensus, guys. Are these creatures that we're going to be facing? I'm not asking the DM. I'm just asking the players individually. Do you think these are going to be creatures, or are these going to be WoW kiting, avoid damage mechanics? What are your votes?
Oozes.
Serious debuffs, I guess.
I think they're oozes. I think they're things we're gonna have to kill.
All right.
Look, whatever, we'll deal with them as we deal with them.
All right.
But if they are oozes, I need to know so I can pickpocket them.
Their entire
That's
body
allowed.
is technically a pocket, I guess.
Right. No,
All right,
in WoW
cool.
you can pickpocket
An
them and
icky,
get
gooey
chests.
pocket.
So these are just mud puddles, right, Kevin? Like, well, they're animated, obviously, but
Yes.
there's nothing. Okay, cool.
If you want to know more than that, you're gonna have to make a perception check.
Yep.
And so these are the corpses of the other hags, or are they just like puddles that just came to be?
They're just puddles that
They're
came
clearly muddles.
to be.
Muddles. You're
God
right.
damn it.
Muddle 1 and Muddle 2.
I believe that's what they call a portmanteau, which is a kind of suitcase. So obviously they are carrying something. So definitely pick their pockets.
Got it.
And where are they falling on the initiative tracker, Kevin?
I'm trying to add them in right now.
That's reasonable. I'm so proud. The initiative master.
Bader.
And it didn't add it in.
Stacy's dad is looking pretty rad. Stacy's dad
No.
is
It
looking
is
pretty
not
rad.
adding it in for some reason.
Stacy, can't you see? You
Just
I
just
see
He's
got
got
Muddle
a-
1 twice.
Yeah, I see 2 Muddle 1s on the initiative tracker.
They're at the bottom.
I do not.
I don't
They're
see
at the
'em
very
either.
bottom. You have to scroll all the way down.
I did scroll all the way down.
I did too.
Oh, weird.
I see no muddles. Try refreshing. That's what I'm doing.
There we go.
No, I
All
see
right, there we
nothing in the
go.
turn order.
Hell yeah.
Fortunately, my turn is not for a while.
All right. Let's see. Vicalia, you just went. So
it
that
is
means
my turn, I believe. Julia just hit with a crit as well, yeah.
I didn't hit any. I haven't touched a crit. I've been playing Vicala this whole
Vic
time.
did.
So.
Vic got a couple of hit crits.
All right, so that means
Killed.
Muddle 1 is up.
All
right. So Muddle 1 is going to move down here and attack Luna.
It can try.
That's an 18.
That will miss.
Damn it. All right, next up is Juliet.
All right, Juliet will cast Firebolt at Stacy. Fine, where the frick I put this?
Stacy, can't you see? You're just not.
13 to hit. I think that misses.
Yeah, that misses.
That's it for Juliet.
All right, Alexander, you're up.
I'm gonna yell at Stacy. Getting over your sister's death by making puddles is a bad look. And I'm gonna use Vicious Mockery.
Vicious.
And it's a Wisdom save, DC 15.
That's a 5.
Heck yeah, she takes 2d4, which I'll roll now. For 5 damage, and then she has disadvantage on the next attack roll she does.
Okay.
And since I'm a weak boy, I will pass my turn.
Also, you used your action. Unless Vicious Mockery is a bonus.
It is a whole action.
Whatever. Okay.
And since I have a weak strength stat, it's almost it's not a good chance for me to break out of this thing. And if I use a regular attack and I have to roll to attack, it has disadvantage. So,
right,
oh, sorry. Pass.
Nifron's up. Hoo-hoo, that's a crit fail, a 13, and a 10.
Wait, he has advantage.
Oh, yeah, he does. Yeah, that turns out around 27, 20, and 23. So that's 18 plus 7 plus sneak attack. So that's going to be 29 points of damage. All right, next up is Stacy. What is she going to do? She is going to take an attack of opportunity from Nifron and Vicalia as she moves 2, 3, 4. She's going to move right here. So Vic and Nifron both take attacks of opportunity against her.
If they want to, they don't have to.
Nifron missed.
Do they have advantage on those?
That hits.
Vicala's going to smite on that. Sadly, it's only a level 1, so 12 damage.
Ouch.
You might as well not even have hit her.
All right, so she's going to move up here, and she is going to cast Insect Swarm.
Ooh. I don't have a counterspell left, so good luck, guys. Shit.
I already used my lucky charm. I don't have luck. Why would you say that? You're trying to get me killed.
So she's going to throw it down right there. And I need... Hold on just a second.
Wow. Got almost everyone. It's hard to tell if Alexander's hit.
You're going to make Constitution saving throws, right?
Incest Swarm.
I'm looking it up right now. Can't remember what it did, but it looked nasty.
Swarm of insects. No wonder I couldn't find it. Oh, that's a creature, not a spell.
Insect plague is what it is.
Ah.
Insect plague.
20-foot radius, dang. And it spreads around corners.
All right. So swarming biting locusts fill a 20-foot radius sphere centered on a point you choose within the range. The sphere spreads around corners. The sphere remains for the duration, and its area is lightly obscured. The sphere area is difficult terrain. When the area appears, each creature in it must make a Constitution saving throw. A creature takes 40-10 piercing damage on a failed save and half as much on a successful one. Creature must also make the saving throw when it enters the spell area for the first time on a turn or ends its turn there.
Cool.
What?
Spell.
On a side note, Entangle and Insect Swarm are both concentration spells, which means Entangle would
goes
wither
down.
away.
Yep.
Heck yeah.
I'm just bringing that up for Alexander's benefit.
So
well pointed out, Geek. We are now all Nicolas Cage in that movie.
Bees.
I'm gonna steal the Constitution.
Oh, 5.
12. What a time to be alive.
Damn it, I closed my character sheet. Why would I do that?
Julia gets a 20 total, and Vikala rolls a 23.
11.
Okay, so anyone who got below a 15, you're going to take 20 points of piercing damage and 10 points for anyone who rolled above it. And this is considered difficult terrain. And that is going to end Stacy's turn. Lino, you're up.
Okay. I am going to take my Dancy step to disengage from Muddle 1. I do not have negative Q chi points. That was supposed to be -1. I have 5. Okay. So now I'm going to run up behind Stacy. Now I'm going to use my mini actions to beat the fuck out of her because I can. So bam. It's a 20.
That hits.
For 9 damage. Chi point to stun. DC 14 con save to avoid being stunned.
That's a natural 16.
Okay. Second. It's a 14.
That's going to miss.
And my final attack. 12. Balls.
That's going to miss.
So she took 9 damage and is not stunned.
All right. Talia, you're up.
All right, so I'm going to move up here. Does that put me in the insect swarm?
You're like, it's right in your square. So I'm going to say, yeah. I mean, because it is touching your square.
Okay.
20 feet.
Oh, but I want advantage. Okay, I guess I'll go here. And I'm gonna attack with my rapier. That's a 9.
It's gonna miss.
My offhand is a 16.
That's gonna miss.
Cool. I'm gonna die now. Have fun.
As a legendary action, she is going to spin and take a claw attack at you since you attacked her.
With disadvantage.
Ha ha ha.
That's a 12. That's going to miss.
Yep.
Next up is Muddle 1. Who is going to
Did the
move.
muddles take damage from the insect swarm?
They did.
That's what they get.
Maybe the insects got cut up in the muddle pockets.
It's as far as it can move. But it's going to attack Vic. That's a 4. No.
Ouch.
Misses. All right. Vic, you're up.
All right, Vicala is
Vic
going.
Blake. We need to come up with like a Tomcat name for like you playing Vicalia. Vicat.
Vicat. Oh God.
Blake.
Blakeette? No, don't do it. Don't make fan art of that. Don't you fucking
Vicolette.
dare.
Vicolette.
Don't you fucking dare.
Blakel.
Okay, so Vicala is going
Jualia.
to spend an action to do lay on hands on herself for 20 points of healing. She's back up to 51, and then she's going to use her bonus action to move her spiritual weapon and attack with it. And this move up to how many feet?
30 feet, I think.
30 feet? All right.
So,
Right
but
there.
it's on difficult terrain.
No, it can only move up to 20 feet.
Okay, so in difficult terrain, that'd be about as far as it could
2
get.
squares. Yeah.
5, 10.
It
No,
started
she can
here.
move next to
Wait.
Stacy because the thing can move 5 feet, which is 10 feet of movement, then 5 and 5. Get her up there.
It started here in its difficult terrain.
Oh, it started below
Right.
Nifron? Why is it moved? Why did you move it up there? Is this?
Because I
One
thought
right
that's where
and
you
2
would be
down.
going with it.
Oh, okay. Because the fastest route is going to be over this way. To the left.
Not really. It's going to be 15 feet of difficult terrain.
Is it 15 feet of
No matter
difficult terrain
what.
there either way? Oh, yeah, you're right. Oh, because the half circle area still counts as part of it. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. So I guess it is going to move there next to Muddle 2 and take an attack at it. Because why
Okay.
not?
Kevin, failing from success. Suffering from success, I mean.
I got to say, I am very method about this insect plague.
21 to hit.
Sasha's attacking my feet right now, and I am very much feeling the effects.
Of biting,
Definitely piercing
swarming
damage.
kitty claws. That hits.
Ooh,
All right, so that will do 4 points of damage.
Didn't the spear
Every
go
little bit.
to the left of Muddle 2?
No, it was down below. My impression. Let me do the play-by-play here. My impression is that it was there. And then we moved it up there. And also, why is my screen scrolling when I do that?
And I thought you said it at 30 movement. Does it at 30 or 10?
It's a 20-foot move.
20. Okay, so it can only, yeah, no, never mind.
All right. Is that it?
Yes, that's it for Vicala.
Okay. Muddle 1 is going to move over here behind Talia and attack her.
Racist.
So that is a 20
That hits.
for 7 points of bludgeoning damage.
Sludgeoning.
Was that an ooze joke?
Yes.
So that ends its turn. Juliet, you're up.
All right, Julia is going to move out of this. Go an L shape out of that, and then cast a firebolt at Stacy. A natural 20 to hit.
Yep, that hits. And does double damage.
Yep, so that'll do 14 fire damage, and I rolled a 17 on the critical hit chart.
Attacker gets combat advantage on next turn.
Cool. All right, that's it for Juliet.
All right, and that you said that was how many points of damage?
14 points 14? Of fire damage.
All right, so her rags that she's wearing have caught fire, and she's kind of doing the swirling dervish thing, trying to put herself out. She is looking really rough, and she is going to lash out with another legendary action at Talia.
Why Talia? So unfair.
Talia's gonna say, "Bitch, I wasn't even the one who set you on fire." God.
That's a 14. That's gonna miss.
That's gonna miss.
Young lady.
Really? That's the hill you're gonna die on for Talia.
Yes.
She just
kill, but be polite about it.
We're not animals.
Well, technically we are, but we're
manners maketh
we're good
man.
people.
Alexander, you're up.
Heck yeah. I'm going to move 5 feet down to get out of the circle of effect, and then yell at Stacy, "The bugs look better up close than you do," and then I'm going to use Vicious Mockery.
Okay. And that's a DC what roll?
15.
And that's wisdom?
Correct.
She fails.
Heck yeah. 2d4 damage, so 6 damage, and she has disadvantage on the next attack roll she does.
So what's it look like when you mock this hag to death?
Nice. As my magic words go through the air and hit her eardrums, it's a
She
straw that broke the
cringes to
camel's
death.
back. Yeah, she just cringes and her brain just kind of folds in. She just falls over dead.
And her last words is, as Talia can hear, since she's the closest, she says, "My whole life is a lie," as she expires. And the insect swarm is also going to disappear along with these muddles.
Oh, Talia didn't get to pick their pockets.
That is true. But I think I'll survive.
So that takes you out of combat.
And I'm going to turn to Juliet and say, "You're welcome."
What?
I gave them food. They betrayed us. That made them cursed. That's why we won the fight. You're welcome.
I don't think that's.
That is how it works. If you are a guest, or if you betray a guest or betray a host, then you're cursed. You have to be nice to someone for 3 days. That's how it works. They were cursed. That's
Who
why we
said
won.
that?
See, Vicky was able to hit them really hard because of that. You're welcome. You're welcome.
I'm not sure any of that made any sense.
Zero
you know what,
cents.
Lunados? You're
Luno
right.
doesn't
You're
have to make
100%
sense.
right.
Yeah,
Thank you
good
so
job,
much.
Luno. I'm so proud to be your compatriot.
Talia's gonna just kind of like put her hands up in the air and come over here and see what's in these containing vessels.
Okay. Give me an investigation check.
I'm searching the corpses.
15.
You rifle through these, and you are going to see like all sorts of just like knickknacks and trinkets and stuff that are like all thrown together that make no sense at all. Like you're going to find some dolls, and then you're going to find like maybe like a shaving kit and a comb. All of this just looks like crap that they've collected that's basically worthless. You are going to find in one of these barrels over here some really old wine that had been opened, and do you want to taste it?
I'll smell it first.
Okay, it gives off a really strong smell of vinegar.
I will not be tasting it.
And I searched the bodies, but I rolled an 8, so I'm pretty sure I didn't find anything.
Yeah.
You were going to notice there's 3 bodies here in particular that haven't like completely skeletalized, but they're past like the bloating phase. That appear to be 3 young elven women. They appear to be in like their underwear, as if their dresses had been taken. And you're going to find a journal, and the one of them has like a satchel that has a journal in it. Inside also you're going to find 3 silver pieces and some old molded bread.
Talia's also going to go up to at least one of the hags and
I need to
search
remember
her
to put
body.
the 3 silver pieces in the inventory. It's very important. Saving it for another temple.
So Talia, you said you're searching one of the hags?
Yeah, probably Stacy, since that's near where I am.
Okay, so you search her, and you are going to find a silver ring with like a jade stone on it. And then that's really the only thing that you're seeing.
Those really don't work. That's a really bad idea. Goddamn Gwyneth Paltrow.
The only other thing that's the only thing really that you find of value. There's some like more trinkets and like chicken bones, some other bones of a small animal you think maybe a squirrel. There is some meat that you can't identify in her like purse. That is, if it's not gone bad, it's getting pretty close. It's starting to smell pretty ripe.
All right, and then I'm gonna cut her head off.
Okay.
I need to add it to the collection. I've got quite the nice little collection going on right now. It makes me happy.
Give me a survival check.
And if it makes you happy, can't
4.
be that bad.
You make kind of a mess out of getting this head off, but it's kind of jagged and not clean, and you got a lot of neck meat going on, and maybe like the first 2 cervical vertebrae. So there you go. You got one hag's head.
Awesome.
Great beach.
Sounds like a beach.
Pretty expensive.
In North Carolina.
Right?
Hag's head.
So Talia's gonna say out loud, so should we rest here, or?
I think we should rest around here for a little bit. I only see 3 beds here.
Can we bring the cart in?
I think we looks like we can. Looks big enough.
Yeah, the entrance would be big enough. In here now that you're looking around, you're going to see 3 cots that are towards the back of this room. There is a fire pit here that has some embers in it, but it's really low at this point. Over to the right, you see a table that is like filthy with like old clotted blood that's worked its way down into the cracks. There's some like unidentified meat scraps and some larger bones here. Give me a medicine check.
They seemed nice.
15.
You would think that this would be a femur bone from a humanoid, such as an elf, a half elf, or a human.
Gross.
So it seems that they were on the hunt for some fresh meat, and they found you. Also, over here in the corner where Luna was looking through, you are going to see multiple bodies in various stages of decomposition. Some of them too old here for even the hags for it to be palatable for them. Looking at all these, they appear to be all elves. Most of them have either been stripped naked or, in various states of undress, like in their underwear as their clothes were torn away. And you can see where the choicer bits of meat had been hacked off from like thighs and the stomach.
That's pretty gross.
Yeah, eating meat is just the worst.
That's your takeaway.
That's a bit of a stretch, but you stretched your words pretty far before.
How can you stretch their words? They're not physical. What are you? Bards are weird.
I'm going to sit by the embers and then question. So since we have the infinite rope thing, oh, it's infinite stick, not infinite rope.
We do have infinite rope.
Oh,
Yeah, you do. You've got a bag that has infinite rope.
What happens if I cut parts of the rope off?
You're just cutting rope off.
Yeah, I'd like to cut off like 15 feet of rope and then toss it into the embers.
Okay, so you pull out the rope from this bag, and you take the widest width, which is I think like 2 inches is as wide as the rope will get, and you pull it all out and put it in there, and the fire is starting to go out from lack of oxygen. I mean, you could easily set the rope on fire because it's hemp.
Oh, I would like to catch the rope on fire.
Okay, so you catch it on fire, and you've got 15 feet of rope that's on fire now.
Exciting.
Burn pretty quickly, but if we do have infinite rope.
Should we just rest around here for a bit before we keep on going on?
I think so.
Okay, so are you taking short rest, long rest?
I'd say take a long rest. We got a lot
Yes,
of people used up
definitely.
spells.
Yeah, and we need to attune with some things. And by we, I mean me.
Were you using your bonuses from the boots this entire fight that you're not attuned to?
I don't think so.
She never once rangered.
Yeah, I didn't go ranged. We didn't have a dex or a stealth check, so no, I don't think I was.
How about AC?
AC, I do have it set there for that, but you never once hit me anywhere near where my old AC was, unless it was way over.
Okay.
Because my old AC was
I
just.
guess we'll let that slide.
Well, my old AC it only upped my AC by 1 because my AC was 17 and now it's 18, and I think you hit me for like 16 and 20 something.
Okay. All right, so I guess you are attuning to the boots. Juliet, do you want to do anything, copy stuff to your spellbook, anything like that?
I don't remember. We got like spells or something. I don't.
We got a
where's the
bag
inventory?
that we have to try to pull stuff out of.
Yeah. Did we try to pull stuff out of that? I thought we
got
made
a
like a huge
spell book
list
for
and...
you, or a book for you.
Okay,
Talia.
then sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I was gonna say Talia wants to try to pull daggers out of the bag, by the way.
Okay. You try to pull out a dagger and there's no dagger. Do you have a list so I can just look at the list and say, okay,
We've made the list
and
like
this was
2
in
or
there?
3 times now.
Yeah, I don't know what happened to the list. I made it. I'll write it again, I suppose.
It's in the old chat. I'm loading it up. It'll take a minute. My internet is running super duper slow.
Let's we'll just do that offline, and then
Okay.
next episode we'll say, okay, this is what was in there. But I think that's probably a pretty good place to stop for this episode.
Gotta say, the incest plague wasn't as bad as I thought it would be.
Speak for yourself. That hurt.
I mean, it rolled average. It was 20 points, and it can do a total of 40 points.
Yeah, I was kind of afraid of dying.
The big thing of that is not being like in it.
Alexander, you were afraid of dying, but you only took a little bit of damage.
I mean, if I took the whole 40 points, I'd be at like 15 health.
Fair.
But 40 points would have been the max. That would have been pretty extreme.
That's what I'm saying. He was
this
like,
would have been, yeah, this would have been a much different story if Vic hadn't critted with that.
Yeah,
max
I know, right?
Twice.
Oh my God.
It was ridiculous.
What an absolute beast.
I also did a bunch of damage.
See, that's what happens when you betray the hospitality laws. Bad luck. You're cursed.
Hell yeah, I acknowledge your contributions to the party.
Yeah, that was 31 points. That was pretty huge too.
Mm-hmm. 31 and 27. I mean,
and that was the only time I hit.
That went to death.
No, that was Vic was fantastic because that dealt with 2 of them in one go.
Yeah, one turn she took 2 of the hags out.
Of course, she used up
And
like
then-
all her spell slots, but it was.
Well, she wasn't using them beforehand, so I figured I'd use them for her.
I mean, let's be honest. What do the paladins usually use their spell slots for anyway? Nothing but smite.
Yep.
Which,
Yeah,
speaking of which, did you see the new guide to paladins?
I did not.
JoJo.
I need to. That dude is hilarious.
That's the guy with the floppy dragon head, right?
Yeah, the one from Monster Hunter.
Crap guide to D&D. That's what it is.
Oh, the crap guides.
Yes.
Yeah. I was gonna say they made another supplement for paladins, but YouTube video. Got it.
Yeah, it's pretty damn funny. The warlock's pretty good too.
Hmm.
But anyway,
Eldritch
so we're going to call this an episode, and thank you to everybody out there in Twitch land. We will see you next week.
Thanks so much, guys.
Adios.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.